Hi everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama, and today I'm going to show you how to get more views on your YouTube videos by creating beautiful graphic design artwork for your social media channels that will route people from those channels to your YouTube videos. You don't have to have any graphic design experience to create beautiful art for your channel. So I'm going to show you today a tool that I like to use in order to create my graphic art, and I'm going to show you how I use it. The tool that I'm going to be showing you is called Canva. You can get to it by going to canva.com. And what this is showing here is my dashboard. So this is showing you all of the images that I have created using Canva, and each one of these I have used to promote either my blog or my content creators' blogs or any of the YouTube videos that we have created together. So I'm going to show you how to create art like this with just clicks of a button without having any kind of knowledge of graphic design or anything like that. So the way I go about creating one of these images that you see here is I always go first into Instagram posts because I post these natively on Instagram, and then I click Twitter and Facebook and have it automatically shared to those social media pages as well. But I like to make sure that the size of the pictures I'm creating are configured for Instagram because that's really the main place where I'm sharing them. So when I click on Instagram, Canva presents me with a blank canvas to start working from that's already set to the dimensions of Instagram. And over here I have a little dashboard that I can use to start creating whatever image I want to create. Now what's pretty cool is that Canva has provided you with layouts, and any of these layouts are available for you to use. Now you don't have to use this exact image and this exact wording. What this is showing you is, hey, here's a design with a big picture in the background and some writing up front, versus a picture off to the side and writing on the side of that. So you can scroll through any of these and pick out a template or a theme that you want to use that you think is going to best convey the message that you're trying to get across. I kind of like this style of image with a picture in the background and the text kind of in the foreground. This is really great for marketing my YouTube videos because I like to pick a picture that kind of represents what my video is about, and then some text up front to give people all the information that they need to know about my YouTube video to help them decide if they want to click the link and view it. So once I've selected the template that I want to use, now I can start playing around with the images that I want to use in the background. Now I can use either my own image or I can use an image that Canva provides. So let's say that I have a YouTube video that's about being a strong mom. I can go into the search bar in my dashboard over here and type strong, and Canva will actually bring up any images that it has tagged for being about strength. But I saw something at the very beginning that I liked. So I like this image. It's showing a little girl with boxing gloves, which I think is really cool for conveying strength. If I want to use this as the background of my image, all I have to do is grab the corner and kind of expand this image out. And Canva will automatically resize it to fit the dimensions that I set when I chose Instagram post at the beginning. So now I have my image here. I'm happy with it. All of these little crossbars and the Canva logo in the background, those are there because this is an image that you have to pay for. Now, although Canva is a free app, it does have in-app purchases. Sometimes you have to pay for images or special fonts, but I've never come across anything that was more than $1.99. And as soon as you pay, it removes the logoing and the crossbars. Now, of course, I don't want this text over my nice image of the girl here, so I'm gonna just grab my text and move it upward. And for now, I'm going to leave these separated because once I move this box over top of my text, it becomes much harder to edit my text. So I prefer to leave that there, edit my text, and then move my background image. So let's say that I'm doing a YouTube video that's about being a strong mom, and maybe I just want to put a kind of a catchy quote here that I think will inspire people, grab their attention, and get them to look down in the description and find the link to my video. So maybe I'd say something like, It takes such strength to raise such tiny people. Now, I hate the way that this looks with this one kind of dangling word here. So if I want to stretch this box out and get that word out from the bottom here, I can go to either of these two bubbles on the side of my text box until I get this little arrow that shows up, and I can pull it this way and pull it this way, and I can keep playing with this until I have it looking more or less the way I want it to look. I'm not going to waste anybody's time making this perfect, but just so you can see that you can totally edit a text box like this to make it look any way you want. So now that I'm done with my text, I can move these little boxes that came with my template up here, and now I'm starting to get a pretty cool looking image for my Instagram feed. Now, this theme came with another little text box here that I don't need, this Happy Father's Day, so I'm going to get rid of it. And all I have to do is click on it, and you see when I click on it, I get this menu up top that lets me change the color of the text, the font, and everything like that. And I also have a trash can image here that I can click and delete that text box. Now, ordinarily, this is where I would stop, with the exception of just adding some logoing that I'll show you in a moment. But just so that you can get a sense of everything that you can do with Canva, let me show you some more of the features that are here. So I already showed you layouts, which are over here. Under the Elements tab, I can choose lots of different elements to go into my picture that I can add over here with a click of a button. So here's where I can search for free photos. I can choose frames to frame my image if I want to. I can add different types of charts. Really, I don't use many of these except for the shapes. And I do tend to use these if there's ever an extra bit of information that I want to convey in the picture that I'm putting together. So even though I would pretty much consider myself to be finished with this image, let's just say that I want to add something else. I'll add this heart here. Obviously this comes up way bigger than I want it, but by grabbing the corners I can resize this. I can move it wherever I want. I can rotate it however I want it to be rotated. And once I have it the way that I like it, I can do any number of things to it. I can go up here to my menu bar and change the color. And if I want to, I can add some text to it as well. So now I'm over on the left-hand side in the text menu. And what's pretty cool is that Canva has created templates of text as well. So if you just want a really quick thing to put together, you don't want to worry about picking out a font or trying to make cool effects like you see here, you can grab any one of these many formats of text. So if I wanted to add a little bit of text to my heart shape that I've put in the corner, I could grab something like this. As you can see, it always is going to come up huge. I'll get rid of this subtext down below, center this, and obviously this is not an image that I would be creating, but as you can see I can create kind of a cool little heart effect with some text over top of it, and it looks pretty nice. If I click on this round text image that I just created, as I was showing you before, there's several things I can do with this. I can change the font, I can change the size, the color, make it bold, I can change the spacing. And another thing that I think is very cool is that I can change the transparency with this checkerboard here. So as I move this backwards, you can see that that circle that I created is getting less and less transparent and then more and more transparent. So the last thing that I'll show you is just how to add some logoing. If you have a logo that is specifically yours that's tied to your channel, you might want to use some of that logo imaging here. But if you don't, you at least want to put your Instagram name or your channel name somewhere on your image. So what I like to do is create a box down in the corner of my image. And usually I will start by writing my Instagram name. I'm going to go ahead and drag this really long because I have a lot I'm going to write. And since I'm using this to promote a YouTube channel, I'll also put my YouTube channel name. So I hit the space bar and then the pipe. So then I'm going to put and since my font is too big, I can move this up here, highlight all of my text, and go ahead and make this a little bit smaller. I don't like this being centered because I want the wording to be flush up against the corner here. So if I select this button, this is just like what you see in Microsoft Word. I can align the text either to the right, to the center, or the left. So I'm going to align mine left, and now move this down to the corner. So this way, now anyone who looks at my image, even if they don't go down into the description, they still will see my Instagram name and my YouTube channel, and hopefully they will follow it. Once you're totally happy with the image that you have created, all you have to do is go into this top right menu and click Download. Click Download again, and it will begin saving your design. Now, if you have selected an image that has to be paid for, this is where it will ask you if you would like to pay for your image, and of course, yes, you will want to. And once you've done that, you just hit purchase and download. And again, like I said, once you have purchased this image, all of this line work and the logoing here will disappear. I hope this was helpful and that you'll start using Canva to promote your videos on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and any other social media channel that you might be using. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them below and I'll answer every one of them. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting out more videos like this, and subscribing is the best way to know when the new stuff is coming out. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.